name is Natalie Craig. I'm the managing editor of OEM Magazine, and today I'm going to talk to you about exploring new partnerships in 2022. Everything as we know it is about to change as the industry faces unprecedented labor shortages and supply chain issues. OEMs are needing to make strategic moves and plans to differentiate their offerings, meet evolving end user demands, and diversify their business model. But they don't need to go the route alone. Having a strategic partner can help OEMs bridge technology gaps, create new revenue streams, and develop solutions that meet the dire needs of the industry. At PMMI's annual Top to Top Summit, where end users and OEMs gathered to discuss the state of the industry and key challenges that lie ahead, the main point for everyone in the room was the ability to grow their company amid a labor shortage. And the top priorities for the next 12 months were found to be workforce, automation, productivity, and supply chain, in that order. In the report, there was also a large emphasis put on partnerships between OEMs, end users, and technology suppliers. I recently spoke to OEMs and their strategic partners about how they are teaming up to create lucrative partnerships that move the industry forward, while also addressing key challenges mentioned in the Top to Top report. I mentioned that there are 4 areas of innovation that lend themselves well to partnerships for OEMs, so let's dive in. The first area is digitization. Digitization of manufacturing is creating new ways in which equipment is designed, maintained, and operated. I spoke with Rockwell about how they're helping bridge information technology with operation technology to help OEMs develop and discover new service opportunities and ways to access their equipment data remotely. The second area is the OEM business model. In recent years, OEMs have explored different models when it comes to how they sell and service equipment, including the machine as a service model. This model allows OEMs to lease equipment to end user customers for a specified time and collect payment based on the machine's output and agreed upon targets. When it comes time for maintenance and services, OEMs charge their customers a subscription fee. One of the platforms that have allowed companies to deploy this standardized model is steamchain.io. The company's automated process engine uses IoT and blockchain and immutable digital ledger to access the data from equipment, which is then used to create and send financial transactions back to the OEM. The third area is robotics. Robotics, an industrial robot system integrator, sells a lot of its equipment into distribution centers where a variety of package shapes and sizes are handled, which can potentially provide many obstacles for the robot and require more oversight from operators. However, today, end users are looking for equipment that is highly automated and needs as little operator involvement as possible due to the extreme labor shortage. With this demand in mind, Robotics has partnered with AI-powered vision software manufacturer Plus Run Robotics to improve robotic hand-eye coordination, boosting productivity capabilities in warehouses and distribution centers. Robotics is leveraging Plus One Robotics' Yonder product, which is a remote supervisor software suite that leverages live remote support and bridges the technology and skills gap. It accomplishes this by allowing robots to ask for help via the software's human-in-the-loop feature. When the robot encounters a package format that isn't sure how to pick, place, or palletize, a crew chief can then instantly see what the robot sees and instruct it on how to handle the package. The robot resumes its operation, and the AI in the software teaches the robot how to adapt to similar scenarios in the future. The fourth area that's prime for partnerships is supply chain, of course. A strained supply chain puts OEMs in incredibly tough spots, as access to raw materials can be hindered due to shortages, which causes longer lead times for end users. During PMMI's top-to-top meeting, one OEM cited serious supply chain issues as the main reason for extended lead times. In response, a CPG suggested that OEMs need to be more creative with machine design and that they should use alternative components when supply chain issues cause delays. So, how do OEMs focus on doing what they're good at, designing machines and solutions, while also becoming supply chain experts? Infor suggests digitalizing end-to-end supply chain processes so that they can have real-time visibility to make those decisions that could positively impact lead times or improve transparency when supply chain issues arise. You can read extensively about each of these areas and the specifics of how OEMs are partnering with suppliers to innovate by visiting oemgo.to/new partnerships.